Arcane Trail. What is it? Basically, it's like Road to Strong from the One Punch Man game I used to play. You move down this line here. You fight the enemy that you feel is easier to beat. That one's got Dracula. Does this one have Dracula? Doesn't have Dracula, so even though it's more power, probably easier. Because Dracula's a friggin' nightmare. Alright, so now we want to change our team because I got new characters. And you can't load your squads, which is kind of silly in my opinion for this particular mode. We're going to put this girl in here. I really like the idea of a team that has a lot of survival. So, let's see, we want Mary. And we want this guy. I'd like to get the 3 green for the block, but... or the 3 blue to couple, but it's really hard to do, you know. You can't have 9 characters. The team that I was using before I got Lucifer here was doing fine, so I suppose Mary's got to hit the bench so that we can get a different... oh no, that is blue. We don't want blue. We're gonna need to get green. Boom. Mary's got to hit the bench. Sorry, Mary. Okay. So for the most part, I'm gonna fast forward through all the battles and just talk about the different things, because what you have to do is you have to have your roster survive through this battle over battle. So the health that you take damage in this battle will carry over to the next battle. So you have to be very strategic when it comes to the supplies or the perks that you get throughout the chain. What do I mean by that? Well, when we're done with this battle, you'll see exactly what I mean. Now the first battle, probably not going to be hard, but it does get progressively harder as you go through, and if you don't select the correct buffs or enhancements as you move on, you could be up Shit's Creek without a paddle, right? That's not a very good thing, right? We don't want to be stuck in a losing position. So that's why I like the priest, the Changi, and then Mary. Mary also heals even though she's not a priest, because you're going to need to sustain that damage over time. So I really think that the damage reduction from the 3 white is important. Priest damage reduction, that's pretty good. Crit damage increases damage done if caster's element counters target. So because it's the first one, you don't have to refresh, but I do feel like you're going to need to probably refresh in order to get like a heal. There is no Dracula there, but this one's stronger than this one, so let's check. Dracula, okay, yeah, so we're definitely going this one. You want to avoid Dracula at all costs. For PvP, which this is basically PvP, you're fighting against other people's team comps that have just been preloaded into these slots. So even though it's PvE content, it's a copy and paste of other people's PvP teams. At least that's what I believe it to be, because that's what it seems like. It's not the same as like going through the campaign where you're fighting a bunch of creeps, you know, robot monsters and what have you, imps and such. So the important thing to note here is to have a team that has enough DPS and enough survivability to get through the entire run, and also to be able to select the correct supplies so that you can increase your damage and increase your survivability, right? So here, none of these are really what we're looking for. Speed you think would be good, but since it's round over round, all it's going to mean is like if you run into somebody who's faster, your guys will act first. So this is where I would refresh in hopes to get a better... okay, it's only rare, but when the battle begins, heals all deployed heroes. So I think that it's important that you have at least one of these types of blessings. That's what they're called, blessings, right? So you can check the blessings you have here. No Dracula, but Lilith here is also really good, and Michael's going to start the battle out with They're both about the same. This one's got more, so they're both relatively scary teams. They got some really good characters, but this one seemed a little less scary, although good damage dealer. He starts everybody off with Ignite, which improves all their physical damage dealers against my team. She's a really good physical damage dealer, so a little bit of a scary one, but we do have the damage dealers here, and also he's got a control aspect. We've got a great tank, and we got the healers, so I think that we're in a good position. Oh yeah, perfect. We should never need to heal again.
Papa, give me milk or water.
No, not worth it.
Give me milk or
Okay, so we don't have any hero fire damage heroes, and so we're gonna just go with this one. That one's got Dracula. No Dracula. Okay, so we do have a couple of assassins, so the assassin damage might be good. Yeah, no Dracula looks good. Okay, we don't have any fire heroes, so unfortunately we want to put crit damage. That's good. We're going to go ahead and proceed. And so I think depending on which side you picked is where it's going to send you. And so these question marks, you get little different things that you can select from. Spring of Life is going to heal us, but because we took the healing blessing, right? We've got 2 healing blessings. Battle begins. We get 40% of our HP loss, so we won't need that. Plus, here we can earn some more mithril, which is good for the Arcane shop. So we will definitely want to try and attack this guy. Now, if there was Dracula here, I'd probably use the heal just in case, because Dracula's a nightmare. If you don't have him, it's really hard to beat him. His kit is just really, really good when it comes to survival. You can get him down to like a sliver of red, and then boom, he's right back up to full green health. And it's just a nightmare, especially if you're letting the AI play. So if you do end up having to face against Dracula, I would definitely say play it on manual and not on auto, and try and navigate, understand his kit, and then navigate the team based upon that. Okay, let's see here. What do we got? We got block. See, I mean, once you get those 2 healing ones, I don't think that you really need to refresh with gold after that. I mean, it's only 2,000, so it's not a lot, right? Ooh, Dracula. No, thank you. This one also got Dracula. Now we have to investigate the team comp. Michael, Dracula. So, not scary.
Papa.
Yeah, this one's scarier. So we're gonna go with the lesser of 2 evils, and this is where you need to try and navigate. What's up, sweetheart?
The things are orange now. We can pick them.
Well, they're still not quite orange enough. Okay. Oh, I thought that was on a different character. Okay, let's go ahead and try and... Dracula's just super scary. I don't like him one bit. Let's go ahead and get our battery going, or let's go ahead and lower the attack with this guy. He's really, really underrated our hero. Lowering the attack can be super clutch. So let's go ahead and get some more energy, because that's basically all she does. She's a battery. She energizes the team. I don't even know her kit yet. Removes a shield from a single enemy. And this one, physical damage. Let's go ahead and go for this one. And now the reason you don't want to go for Dracula is when you hit somebody else, Dracula can like swap their health, or like he'll take the damage. So let's go ahead and put the lantern out there for survival. Let's get rid of Michael. And we can AoE. So I think we'll be okay. Although you never know, Dracula can all of a sudden just be a pain in the butt when he's the last one standing. Let's go ahead and put some poison down. I don't really need the battery, so we'll just single target roses over here. Try and get rid of roses. Boom. We will do this again. Get rid of Valkyrie. Not quite. Once Valkyrie's dead, then we can go ahead and hit auto, because Dracula is by himself and we don't really have any other options. Okay, gain a shield. See, survival. I definitely, since I'm not really using any warriors, this is the one I'm going to go with. It's really important because it does get really more difficult as you move on, that you have that survival. No Dracula and lesser of two evils probably, yeah, so we can go here and leave it play on auto. Okay, what do we got here? So, damage bonus after 30% after 6 stacks. Let's go ahead and do that. More damage, the better. Proceed. And then now here we got Spring of Life or Resurrection Ritual. These are great if you end up losing somebody, but we don't have any heroes to revive. Okay, so we're just going to use the Spring of Life. Now, it would have been nice if there was the little lucky guy that just automatically gives you Mithril. That would have been the best option, but it is what it is. Okay, so now we have to, no Dracula here, although Hades is a really good damage dealer as well. So, but we'll take Hades on over Dracula any day, and we can go ahead and hit auto, and we should be good. Okay, 80 Mithril, that's great. Sweet. 400 Mithril, that's great. So challenge over. So you see there, when you're picking the correct blessings where you can have the survival, the damage is nice, but the survival is really the way you can get through this without losing anybody. Now, you can go ahead and build a different team and have a bunch of damage dealers and then have them die, right? And then replace them with the rest of your roster. If you have a big enough roster account, you can do that. So then you can do this once a day, and then you can reset and start it all over again. So I didn't do it yesterday. I can do it again, but I only needed to do it once to show you guys how to get through it. And now your blessings start over. So every day you just got to do this. Make sure that you get those healing blessings, okay? That's the most important thing, is make sure that you get those big healing blessings and you'll be fine. And also, second thing, avoid Dracula. All right, just trying to help you guys game smarter. One other thing, a little thing I didn't know about this, but I learned from Josh first, is that if you're in the middle of a battle and you start losing characters, you can actually forfeit and then go back in and you won't actually lose your characters. But if you pick the right blessings, you won't need to worry about that trick. So that's just an extra piece of information. All right, go ahead, game smarter, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.